Cynthia Boyd of Sunrise Village is the eternal glasses half full person. She oversees marketing and events and typically runs dozens of different types of events between Sunrise Village and her other center, Kent Station. 2020 brought all those events to a standstill, including the annual Easter Bunny, summer concert series, and free festive fun at Christmas. These are all events crucial to bringing in customers from throughout the community to frequent the Sunrise Village retailers. Cynthia didn't complain with all the last-minute changes. She quickly adapted and converted the events into something COVID appropriate, with fewer people and distancing. No holiday event, she created a Gingerbread House tour. No summer concerts, she worked with Puyallup Main Street Association to make the Village Farmers Market the best it could be, turning lemons into lemonade. The tenants of Sunrise Village may or may not realize how much heart and soul she puts into everything she does, but we certainly do, and would like to recognize Cynthia Boyd and the Sunrise Village as champions of commerce and resilience.
My name is Cynthia Boyd. So I've worked for Tarragon Property Services for over 11 years as the marketing manager for both Sunrise Village and Kent Station. And I've been doing the marketing for 8 years. When a year like 2020 hits and everything becomes more challenging, it just meant that my job became more challenging, but I just became more and more determined to do everything that I absolutely could to help the businesses that I just care so much about. So when people ask how business has been doing during COVID, it's kind of impossible to really answer that question just because every business is in a different situation. You know, we have Target, and obviously they've been able to stay open the whole time. We have restaurants, which obviously the restrictions have changed over the months for them. So many of them have had to be really creative. The Little Gym, even though they had to be closed a lot of the time, they put together really cute little videos on social media just as a way to keep connected with their families, their kids, kind of giving them fun little activities to do at home and stuff so that people could engage with them even though they couldn't actually go to their space. So those are just a few examples, but really all of our businesses have had to figure out what works for them. Normally we have lots of events that I put on during the year. We have car shows, cruise-ins from June through August every Saturday. We do an Easter egg hunt and a Halloween event, but we weren't able to really do any of those this year. But instead, I put together a few virtual events. Like for last year for Easter, we did a virtual egg hunt. You know, I put pictures on social media with Easter eggs all around the property. People kind of followed along and answered questions. We would pick people to win prizes. That was one way that the businesses could participate, was by donating prizes to virtual activities that I put on. And one of the other things that some of the businesses did was really focus on gift cards, just because that was something that even while their doors were closed, they were able to sell gift cards. So then I would help, promote. There weren't as many ways for them to participate when it comes to events because we couldn't hold them, but they figured out things that they could do, like promoting that they were selling gift cards. In the summer, we were able to host drive-by food drive because people weren't able to necessarily host their normal kinds of like food drives that they would do. We were just creative, and it was a fun way to get people to come through to the property to hopefully go to some of our businesses, but also continue to give back even during a pandemic. One of the things that I do love so much about my job is just the fact that I work for a company with ownership that cares so much about being part of the community, who just really finds value not only in marketing but also in being part of the community. My boss, he's the general manager. All of us have done everything we can to help each and every one of our tenants. That's the reason I have this job as the marketing manager. I just feel really honored to get to be part of that. Being creative means something different to each one of them. Being flexible, I know with Anthem Coffee, for example, as soon as the restrictions were kind of updated again last week, a day later they had their doors open because they figured out a way to make it work. So just being ready to, jump on it when restrictions are lifted. I guess just, using their resources, using the marketing manager, making sure that they're reaching out to me and letting me know how I can help get the word out to the community about what they're currently doing since it changed so often.
Cynthia Boyd, Sunrise Village, is joining in virtually, and she has this message to say. I'm sorry to miss the gala, but wanted to say thank you so much for honoring Sunrise Village. What a year 2020 was, or is, since 2021 pretty much feels like a continuation. That would make today something like December 81st, 2020. That was pretty clever. But despite all the tough stuff, we've really enjoyed and embraced the challenge of thinking outside the box creatively and continuing to support all of our tenants while also engaging our community. Thank you to the Chamber and to everyone for supporting our Sunrise Village businesses and for this recognition. Onwards and upwards. Thank you, Cynthia.